Stan Gibilisco here, proprietor and operator of amateur radio station W1GV Whiskey 1. Good vibrations. A viewer recently placed a comment out of context in one of my videos. Generally, when a comment is placed completely off topic, YouTube will flag it and I will not allow it through because it distracts from the subject at hand. But if it's a sufficiently important or significant topic, I'll make a video just about it. And that's an example here. A viewer put a standing wave ratio, SWR meter, in a transmission line that was evidently a balanced line, 300 ohms or 450 ohms or something like that. But the meter was designed for 52 ohm coaxial line. And he had 10 watts output or something like that and got a reflected power reading of 50 watts. Now I don't know exactly what was going on with that, except it was improper use, an example of improper use of an SWR meter. That would throw the forward and reflected power readings off. I can't imagine how it would happen by a factor of 5, but this is a mysterious universe and I lay no claim to understanding it all, nor ever even being capable of understanding it all. But the main point of this video is that if you have a standing wave ratio meter, an SWR bridge, one of those things, they're pretty standard. They're pretty commonly used. And it's designed for use with 50 or 52 ohm coaxial cable, which almost all of them are. Then you must use that meter in line with that type of cable, a characteristic impedance of 50 or 52 ohms. Otherwise, you're not going to get an accurate reading from it. The standing wave ratio doesn't have to be 1:1, but the coaxial cable's characteristic impedance has to match the characteristic impedance for which the meter was designed, almost always 52 ohms. That is an absolute must. If you use a meter like a standard SWR meter in 75 ohm television line, like they use in the cable systems, you're not going to get an accurate reading from that meter. Or if you use it in some other kind of coaxial line that doesn't have a characteristic impedance of 52 ohms, same problem. And if you use an unbalanced 52 ohm coaxially designed standing wave ratio meter in balanced line of any kind, you can expect only chaos, and you can't possibly expect the thing to work right. So the fact that the reading was way off is no surprise. The fact that it was that far off mystifies me, but I can assure you, my friend, you weren't using that meter the way it was designed. And that lies at the root of your problem. Stan Gibilisco, W1GV, saying 73 and so long, which, in my native fist, regardless of the meter type, frequency, characteristic impedance, or whatever. So long, da-da-da-da-da-da.